Welcome back to Upper Michigan Today, everybody. We're still here at the Ord Dog Brewing Company, just one of the venues of this weekend's Fresh Coast Film Festival. We're here now with the filmmakers of The Inner Sea. It's a documentary that will play today at 10 a.m. right here at the Ord Dog Brewing Company, upstairs rather. You can also check it out again tomorrow at noon at the Women's Federated Clubhouse. We'll chat with them in a moment, but let's check out the trailer.
Ships of paper skin between the wild waves and your heart to a foreign land, a far shore. There are rising storms and sudden calms.
That was the Inner Sea trailer. We're here now with Casey and Kate Stapleton. Kate, can you tell me more about your inspirations to create this documentary?
Sure. This documentary is a musical story. It's a love story. It's a story about adoption, and it's a story about the beauty of the Great Lakes, specifically the UP. A lot of it was initially inspired by our trips around the UP playing music about the sailing songs of the Great Lakes, and we were like, this is so gorgeous, we have to capture it.
So you're not originally from the area. You're in town from Pittsburgh, correct?
Yeah, I was born in Michigan, but we live in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and so we've done a lot of musical work up here, and we just love the beauty of the area and the stories of the area.
What is it about the stories of the area, the Great Lakes, that's so inspiring to you and your music?
Well, we did a project where we were looking into the sailing era of the Great Lakes and these stories about the songs. I think it's just kind of an unsung history. We do a lot of folk music and reimagine it. You know, we're doing harp and guitars, which is an unusual approach to music, and it's an unusual approach to storytelling. So I think there's a strong culture up here and strong stories that should be told.
Yeah.
So how does music exactly play into your film? I mean, you have your instruments here, so I mean, you know, like how can you make that connection? I know you say it's a little unusual, but I mean, something that may seem unusual can actually be pretty unique as well.
Sure. So the story is an adoption story. We're musicians. I placed a daughter for adoption. She's a musician as well, so it follows our music and her music and how they come together and the paths intersect.
Nice. So, Casey, I want to ask you and bring you into the conversation as well. I mean, what is your role within this film, and you know, how was it for you to be a part of this?
Yeah, we're married to each other, and so I drive the school bus also. I'm half the band, and I did the soundtrack, and I helped her, you know, scout locations for the shots and help stitch the story together, and you know.
A big part of the creative process. I mean, you two are a duo. What's that experience like, creating together and also getting your family involved in some tours on that big blue school bus that you have?
Yeah, so we have 6 kids back at home, and actually if you watch the movie The Inner Sea, we have a moment. Tia is in the movie. I can't believe we didn't mention that. We have TV6 in the movie. This great footage of our kids were in the studio with us. They do normally travel with us. I think we do so many things together. You know, this movie was actually Casey's idea, so it wouldn't exist without him. He was like, I think we should make this movie. So none of it would exist if he hadn't decided to do it.
Casey, why did you want to make the movie? Why was it so important to you to put this story on the screen?
Yeah, so I used to be a high school teacher, for like almost 17 years, and I thought this story would be very powerful of a birth mother, placing her child for adoption, and also grappling with that decision, but in a poetic, musical way. And so music is a real glue that kind of holds it together. And in this movie, the bus is almost a character. It still is.
How do you think this story will resonate with Youpers, and what do you hope they take away when they watch it?
I hope that they see the beauty they already know is here. I mean, you've got the ore docks in the movie. You've got Lake Superior, Lake Michigan, Lake Huron, the Mackinac Bridge. But I think also it's just a story about love and how love will break your heart, but you should do it anyway.
That's a great message. Love will break your heart, but you have to break it anyway. Is that something like that? Anywho,
You on track. You on track.
I'm on track.
Yeah, you on track.
You got music involved. We're standing here with your instruments. I know you're going to be giving us a performance coming up. We do have to take a commercial break, but when we come back, we'll hear a tune from the Stapletons. Stay with us.